In this video, I'm going to talk about aperture. If you don't know where this adjustment is on your camera, be sure to check your manual. Your aperture is the iris of the lens. It opens and closes to control the intensity of the light entering the camera. Wider apertures allow for more light, while smaller apertures allow for less. The difference in size is measured in f-stops, a ratio of how tight the aperture is compared to the lens. The common f-stops are f1, f2, f2.8, f4, f5.6, f8, f11, f16, and f22. In this sequence, f1.4 is the brightest and widest aperture, and f22 is the smallest, darkest aperture. Starting at f1.4 and moving down, each stop in the sequence is half the amount of light as the previous f-stop. So f2 is half as bright as f1.4, f2.8 is half as bright as f2, and f4 is half as bright as f2.8, and so on, making f22 256 times darker than f1.4, or 8 stops darker. By using this adjustment, you can make the image darker or brighter depending on the lighting you need. In addition to changing the brightness, the aperture also changes the depth of field, with wider apertures having a shallower depth of field and smaller apertures having a much larger depth of field. Using small apertures like f11 or f16, you can increase your depth of field to get more in focus, so things close to you will be in focus as well as things far away. Conversely, you can use wider apertures like 2.8 or 1.4 to get very little in focus. Then you use that focus to control what's important in the image. This is called selective focus. Aperture can be both a practical and creative tool. The best thing you can do is go out and try different apertures in different situations and see how it affects the image. If you're still having trouble with this, be sure to watch the video on stops and exposure. In this video, I go over the different settings and how they affect one another. I hope this video was helpful. Remember to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.